Mga kababayan, Ma'am Sir, this is Jam, the Filipino channel ang pong lingkod. So today is April 29, 2026 at tayo ngayon na pupunta dyan sa may Zamora Street, Pamplona 1, Zamora Street, Las Piñas, at dadalhin po natin yan sa may Cafe Avenue sa Gig Mall, GIC Mall, sa may Diego Zeta Avenue, Pulang Lupa 1, Las Piñas. Okay, so magbabalik po tayo mamaya konti po pag nakuha na po natin siya na disclaimer lamang kung content po natin ay kalsada at hindi ang passenger. Kaya nga naman sakasakali man po na may marinig kayo mga pangalan ng lugar, pangalan ng tao, pangalan ng organizations, government o private man yan ay wala pong kinalaman ng channel nito at wala pong pinapatungkulan. Lahat po ng pinag-uusapan dito ay pawang dito lamang po yan sa loob at wala pong pinapatungkulan sa labas. Magbabalik po tayo mamaya konti po. Ayun, makinig tayo ng mga nagbabagang balita at talakayan habang tayo papunta dun sa ating
Would you like to say something, Director Matibag?
Madam Chair, if there's no other questions directed to the Bureau, maybe we excused by the committee. We have to go back to our office. Hindi po natutulog yung krimen kaya may mga uhulihin pa po tayo.
May we could hear from the justice members the requested excuse, to be excused by the NBI Director. No objection? No objection, Madam Chair. Alright, with that, we excuse NBI Director Melvin Matibag, including all the agents who are with him. Maraming salamat po for taking time with the Justice Committee in our impeachment proceeding.
Maraming salamat din po. Buhay po kayo.
The NBI officials are excused. Madam Chair. Gusto mo sumama? No, Madam Chair. Director, would you like to hear the manifestation of Congresswoman Ann Matibag? I would just like to manifest, Madam Chair, that I've received a report from our leaders from the city of San Pedro, province of Laguna, that this morning at around 9 a.m., the Vice President Sara Duterte is in the city of San Pedro celebrating with the Galleria South. Vice Presidents of the Philippines pop-up exhibit, which will run today until May 30. Instead of attending in our proceeding. Instead of being here, Madam Chair, thank you. Because they said it already. They will be answering all the allegations not here, but before the Senate. With that, let's open the floor on your manifestations.
Madam Chair.
As to whether you have additional manifestations, this is about the allegations of threat and destabilization?
No.
About probable cause?
About probable
Okay.
cause, Madam Chair.
The floor is now open for your manifestations as to whether or not we were determined probable cause now in our proceeding. The Honorable Lourdes Suwan is recognized.
Madam Chair, with the indulgence of the committee, allow me to raise a fundamental concern before we proceed to vote on probable cause. Hindi po ba medyo mabilis ang pagboto natin para sa probable cause? I ask this not to delay the work of this committee, but because I believe that the gravity of what we are about to do demands that we ask it. You see, a vote on probable cause is not a routine procedural step.
In 300 meters,
It is
turn
gateway
left
to
onto
impeachment
East
itself. And once we cross that threshold, we set into motion a constitutional process under Article 11, Section 3 of the 1987 Constitution, a process that may ultimately result in the removal of a sitting
In
Vice
100
President
meters, turn
of the
left.
Republic. At kapag ito ay umabot sa plenaryo at maaprubahan, ang Articles of Impeachment ay ipapadala sa Senado at doon magsisimula ang isang buong impeachment trial na ng buong sambayanang Pilipino. Kaya malinaw na napakbigat ang desisyong
In
ito.
60 meters, you will arrive at your
Madam
destination.
Chair, the Supreme Court reminded us that while impeachment is sui generis, the requirements of due process are not suspended at the door of this chamber. They follow us in, and they are the measure by which history will judge what we do here today. At dahil ito, with the utmost respect to the chair and to my colleagues, this is my humble submission. Ilang sapat na tama ang proseso at malinaw sa lahat ng Pilipino na naging sapat at patakas ito. Madam Chair, considering the weight of the evidence and cause of the impeachment, the two complaints. However, I am more of the opinion that out of abundant caution, as we keep saying, that we should afford the Vice President more chances. I know the chairperson has made it abundantly clear, no? After every issue, after every presentation of evidence, she has called for the Vice President or any representative to appear. And although that opportunity has not been taken, it might be better to afford at least one more day for the committee to at least allow her to answer. As I understand, Madam Chair, under our rules, whether or not she has decided to answer, they are allowed to present, if not to rebut the evidences presented by the prosecution or the complainants, that they can actually present their own. And it perhaps would not hurt this committee to afford more time. And considering also, Madam Chair, that under the Constitution, any which way we interpret it, whether it's through the previous interpretation or that with guidance of the newer Supreme Court ruling, we still have abundant time po, no? So maybe just out of caution and in the spirit of fairness and due process, we would afford the Vice President that opportunity. One more day, Madam Chair.
Madam Chair, for the guidance of the members and in response to the Honorable Rods Rodriguez, I just want to state for the record that since day one of our impeachment proceeding, that is determination of sufficiency in form, followed by substance, and then ground, and then our hearings today, we've been calling the Vice President every after presentation of evidence for ground. So in as far as compliance to due process is concerned, I think we have surpassed so much whatever standard of due process is being required. No? As a matter of fact, even today, we've called her for 4 times already. And I intend to call her again, right before we vote, on the existence or non-existence of probable cause. That is just for the record. The Honorable Judas Idris recognized. You will be followed by the Honorable Laila De Lima.
Madam Chair, kung hindi ko ako nagkakamali, ito na ho ang pang-anim na pagdinig mula po nung ipasa po sa komiting ito ang panukalang impeach ang ating pangalawang Pangulo. Maraming beses na po natin narinig, lalong-lalo na po sa hapon na ito, kasapat na ang ebidensya na ating natanggap. Kaya nga ho, mas minabuti ho ng komite na wag na dito sa komite buksan yung box galing sa BIR. Kaya ho, naniniwala ho ang kinatawang ito, Madam Chair, na dapat na ho nating desisyonan nyo yung hapon. Tayo po'y magbotohan dun sa probable cause para ho, kasi hindi ho dito natatapos ang proseso. Sa susunod, meron pa ho sa plenaryo at meron pa hong pagdinig sa Senado. So hindi po sa ikakabuti ng ating bansa na ma-delay pa further itong proseso ng impeachment. Yan po ang panukala na magbotohan na po para sa determination of probable cause, Madam Chair.
The Honorable Laila De Lima.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I agree with both the Honorable Chair and the Honorable Secretary on the issue of due process, kasi we have
200 meters,
accredited
you will arrive at
the
your
respondent,
destination.
VP Sara Duterte, more than enough opportunity to appear before us and present her counter evidence. On the issue of due process, may I further elucidate. The Supreme Court has elucidated actually in the case of Duterte versus House of Representatives, GR number 27853, July 25, 2025, speaking through Senior Associate Justice Marvic Leonen, quote, due process is anchored on fairness and equity. It is flexible and context dependent, shaped by the circumstances, subject matter, and necessities of the situation. At its core, due process requires notice,
Where
hearing,
is the
and
entry?
fair
Dito, right
opportunity
there.
dito
to be
po.
heard. Fair
Ah, ito.
opportunity
Yeah, go to
to
the
be
left,
heard.
don't worry about it.
Ang lahat ng mga elemento
Maybe,
ito
Bro,
ay
pick your head
malinaw
up. You
na
look like yourself.
naipagkaloob sa
Yeah.
respondent.
maybe
dito sa
here it's good.
impeachment proceedings na ito. Una, ang
Yeah, oh, you're good. That's right.
respondent
Okay, they know me.
ay
You're
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
hinggil sa mga pagdinig at nabigyan din ng mga
It's good
kopya
right here, brother.
ng mga dokumento
Okay, sir.
at
Oh,
mga isinumbiting
maybe
ebidensya
this
sa
is-
komiteng ito.
Are you good? Yeah.
Ikalawa,
Ma'am?
nagsagawa ang
Thank you.
komite ng
Ah,
ilang
okay, thank you,
magkahiwalay
thank you.
na
Don't worry about me. I'm good.
kung saan
Yeah.
pinayagan ang presentasyon ng ebidensya at testimonya ng iba't ibang resource persons. Ikatlo, higit sa
Exit
lahat,
yata yung
ang
napasukan natin
respondent ay paulit-ulit na binigyan ng pagkakataon na dumalo, harapin ng mga ebidensya at mapagpaliwanag o magpaliwanag o sumagot sa mga paratang laban sa kanya. At sa bawat yugto ng prosesong ito, siya ay binigyan ng makabuluhang pagkakataon na marinig. In Gas Corporation of the Philippines versus Minister Insyong, GR number 186502.
Ayan, na-drop na natin sila. So, maraming salamat po sa panonood. Hanggang sa muli po, ingat at God bless. Paalam po muna. Pansamantala, tayo ay gagawa na ng ibang video sa ating susunod na misyon. Paalam po muna pansamantala. This is Jam, the Filipino channel, ang inyo pong lingkod. Paalam po.
If for reasons best known only to himself or herself, a party does not avail of his right to do so, then he has only himself or herself to blame. In this case, ang hindi pagdalo po ng respondent sa kabila ng paulit-ulit na pagkakataon ay hindi maituturing na paglabag sa due process. Rather, it reflects a voluntary decision not to avail of the opportunities made amply available by this committee. Nasaan po siya ngayon? Nasa San Pedro daw. And then hindi ho ba ay meron din nabalita rin na meron siyang balak uli na umalis ng bansa. Meron siyang hininging travel clearance from the Office of the President. So wala talaga siyang intensyon na mag-cooperate o magpakita sa pagdinig na ito. As the court has consistently ruled, notably, in Salandanan versus Court of Appeals, GR number 127783, June 5, 1998, quote, the law aids the vigilant, not those who slumber on their rights. It's not even just a slumbering on their rights, but it is an open defiance of what is happening here in the impeachment.
Go closer to the microphone, please.
An open defiance po sa atin na Given that the committee has already received sufficient evidence, heard from relevant resource persons, and repeatedly extended to the respondent the opportunity to be heard, I respectfully submit that due process has been fully satisfied. I further manifest that there is no compelling reason to extend the period of hearings for the determination of probable cause. Maraming salamat po.
You have arrived
Thank
at
you.
your destination.
We hear first from the second endorser, the other endorser, in the person of Congressman Benny Abante, the endorser of the Cabrera complaint.
Madam Chair, salamat po. I fully agree with Congresswoman De Lima that we should now vote. Naging patas po tayo, naging lenient po tayo sa kanya. I-edit po natin siya, Madam Chair. Kahit meron tayo kapangyarihan to subpoena her, hindi po natin ginawa. Meron tayo kapangyarihan to contempt, hindi po natin ginawa. Kita lang po natin, Madam Chair, ang Vice Presidente ng Pilipinas. Tayo ba ginalang niya? Hindi. Inipinuto pa niya tayo, Madam Chair. Dito, sa hearing na ito, we have already given her all the due process that she needed, Madam Chair. Kailangan nating alalahanin na bawat araw na itong kasong ito ay nakabinbin sa Committee on Justice, sinasayang po natin ang pera ng taong bayan at ang oras ng committee ito. Marami pa po tayong gagawin, Madam Chair. Ang daming problema ng ating bansa, lalo na po sa taas ng mga bilihin ngayon. Palagay ko, panahon na upang tayo ay magbotohan at panahon na upang sa committee ito ay report na po natin sa plenaryo at may impeach na po ang pangalawang Pangulo. Madam Chair, yan lang po nga sabihin ko. Maraming salamat po sa inyo lahat.
In 100 meters, turn
Madam
right.
Chair.
Honorable Percy Sendanya is recognized.
Madam Chair, we have given so many chances for Vice President Duterte to explain and present her side regarding the impeachment complaints filed against her. Pero wali, consistently absent siya talaga. Ginugos tayo paulit-ulit. Hindi man tayo ang korte na maghahatol sa mga isinampang impeachment complaint laban sa kanya, may napatunayan tayo. Ang kanyang tahasang hindi pag-attend, hindi pag-cooperate at hindi pagsagot sa mga imbitasyon ay malinaw na pambabastos sa democratic processes at constitutional processes ng ating pong impeachment na ito.
Ano
We
kasi?
have exhausted this committee's
Kamot.
resources, time and
Sinisik.
even patience to deliberately discuss the impeachment complaints. The time and effort exerted by everyone involved in these hearings are no joke. To the words of the Vice President, no joke, no joke. Huwag na ho tayo magsayang pa ng araw para sa taong hindi naman tayo sisiputin. Bakit natin bibigyan ng makeup class kung mahilig naman mag-cutting classes? Nailatag na rin naman ang mga dokumento at salaysay na nagpapatibay na may probable cause o sapat na batayan. Para mag-proceed sa next step ng impeachment process, magdesisyon na po tayo. We believe that her avenue to explain is no longer with the House of Representatives, but with the Senate already. Something that she has, Harry Camp said time and again. Doon na siya sa Senado magpaliwanag. No more chances for her in this committee. Not next week, not anymore. Tama na po ang spirit of the glass. Maraming salamat, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Sendanya. Any other manifestations?
There are no more manifestations, Madam Chair. Let's proceed.
With all due respect, Honorable Norris Defensor, we are recognizing the Honorable Shel Sokno and then the Honorable Sara Ilago. I hope we can proceed to reach a consensus, or if we need to vote after Congresswoman Sara Ilago. You recognize Honorable Sokno.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Kanina po ay hindi kami nagkasundo ni Kong Laila de Lima dun sa pagbubukas ng kahon. Pero ngayon po ay agree na po ako pagdating dito sa pagboboto natin as far as probable cause.
Together again.
Yes. Madam Chair, nakita na natin lahat at hindi lang naman yung mga miyembro ng committee kundi ang taong bayan. Ang narinig natin ang testimonya ng mga resource persons, nakita din natin yung lahat ng mga dokumento at video na authenticated ng iba't ibang mga ahensya ng ating pamahalaan. We have seen the evidence at higit sa lahat, nabigyan na rin natin ng sapat na pagkakataon si Vice President Sara Duterte na humarap at ibigay yung kanyang panig. Despite the repeated notices, despite the repeated opportunities for the Vice President to participate in these proceedings, ay dinedma po niya ang Committee on Justice. At hindi lang ang Committee on Justice ang dinedma niya ang taong bayan, dinedma niya ang ating buong bansa. I think it's time that we already vote on probable cause. Kasi kung ayaw po naman niya magpakita sa House, walang problema. Karapatan
In
naman niya
100
yon.
meters,
Pero
merge left onto
dapat
Miller
ay
Combined Expressway.
marinig natin siya sa Senado. Kaya kay VP Sara, doon na po kayo magpaliwanag sa Senado. Bilang pangalawang Pangulo dito sa ating bansa, may pananagutan kayo sa taong bayan na naghahanap ng katotohanan. Harapin niyo ang kaso, huwag na po kayong umilag. We will see you in court, the impeachment court.
The Honorable Sara Ilago. Salamat, Madam Chair. Hindi na dapat maantala pa ang pagdidesisyon ng Committee on Justice pagdating sa determination ng probable cause. Hindi na dapat ipagpaliban pa ang kinakailangan nating desisyon upang magtuloy-tuloy ang impeachment proceedings. Sa maraming pagkakataon, hindi lang paulit-ulit na nabigyan ng abiso, hindi lang paulit-ulit na tinawag, kundi paulit-ulit rin na nakita natin na nakareserba talaga ang upuan no, para sa ating respondent. Kahit nga magsiksikan na ang ating mga guests dito sa loob ng ating venue no, para sa Committee on Justice hearing, ay hindi natin pinapakawalan no, ang pagre-reserba mismo ng upuan sa respondent. Ibig sabihin, laging bukas no, ang pagkakataon na magpresenta ng evidence, ng counter-evidence, at sumagot mismo ang Vice Presidente sa mga seryoso na aligasyon laban sa kanya. Kaya nga naman, naninindigan tayo na wala na dapat delay, dapat magkaroon na tayo ng desisyon para sa determination ng probable cause. Sobra-sobra na ang paghihintay ng ating taong bayan. Kaya kung may bibigyan tayo dito ng tsansa, dapat tsansa para sa interes ng katotohanan, para sa transparency, para sa accountability. Sa katunayan, Madam Chair, maski po yung complainants ng naunang verified impeachment complaint na na-endorso ng representasyon na ito ay nandito rin no, sa ating venue ngayon. At matagal na silang nananawagan ng transparency, ng accountability, at hindi po natin papayagan ang anumang pag-antala sa prosesong ito. Maraming salamat, Madam Chair.
In 100 meters, keep left at the 4 onto Manila Combined Expressway.
Both the endorsers already manifested to vote today. So, fairness likewise to the
Continue for
Justice
1
members.
kilometer, then turn left off the ramp towards
We've
Pacific
been
Avenue.
attending the impeachment proceeding for like more than a month or 2 months perhaps. As a matter of fact,
39.
we failed to take advantage of our recess to visit our respective districts. So with the indulgence of the members, is it possible that we join the position of Honorable Laila de Lima, the endorser of the Zabala complaint, and Honorable Benny Abante, the endorser of Cabrera impeachment complaint? After all, we have shown to the viewing public and even to our colleagues the magnitude of opportunity that we have provided and we continue to provide to the Vice President. As a matter of fact, the pronouncements of their team, the defense team is very clear that they have no intention of attending before the Justice Committee, notwithstanding their readiness to answer the allegations. She intends to answer not here, but before the Senate. So, ano pong iniintay natin? Ang upuan ng ating Vice Presidente ay natiling bakante hanggang sa oras na ito. And, as manifested by the Honorable Congresswoman from Laguna, which even confirmed
Into left
her
most lane,
position
then in 200
of
meters,
impeding
turn
our
left off the
proceeding.
ramp.
The Vice President is currently attending an event in San Pedro, Laguna, notwithstanding the importance of this constitutional process. It's clear
300 meters,
that
turn
she
right
has
onto
no
President
intention at all,
Vistolo Macapagao Boulevard.
of appearing before this committee. No? So, I know that the position of Congressman Lord Ansuan and Congressman Rod Gutierrez are not consistent to the position of our endorsers, but I really wish
Enter right
as
close
we
lane,
conclude
then in 100 meters,
the
turn
determination
right.
of probable cause today, not because I am the chair, but because I am very much conscious that we have provided so much due process already to our respondents. So, may we hear first from Kong Rog Gutierrez and Kong Lordan Suwan. I think you've heard already the manifestations of the justice members who wanted to vote now. Kong Rog?
Madam Chair, we submit to the wisdom and consensus of the committee.
Kong Lordan?
Madam Chair, I thank the Chair and my colleagues. The record will reflect that this committee considered deliberately and in good faith every avenue for the Vice President's participation. So I respect the decision of this body, and I now cast my vote based on the evidence on record and on my oath to the Constitution.
Before I pronounce the readiness of the committee to determine the probable cause,
In 200
or
meters,
shown
turn
to
right on
section
traffic.
7 last paragraph. Since we have concluded already our clarificatory hearings, as well as the presentation of evidence in support of the alleged impeachment complaints, the
Enter right
chair
close lane, then in
declares
100 meters,
that
turn
this
right at the
impeachment
traffic light.
complaint is considered submitted for the purpose of the determination of probable cause. So ruled.
Madam Chair, parliamentary inquiry.
The Honorable Tina.
Madam Chair, magkakaroon ba ng pagkakataon po ang mga miyembro para magbahagi ng kanilang mga kabuuang pagtingin sa tinakbo ng mga hearing on probable cause?
I think the endorsers are intending to provide summation, but other than that, I am not certain. I think everybody is ready to vote now.
Make a left U-turn to stay on Kennedy Road.
So perhaps we will just allow the endorsers before we proceed to the necessary motion. To provide the summation.
Chair, can I have one request? Let's keep it brief. We've heard enough today. Thank you.
Yes. I think it's raining. It's raining? It's raining, so let's make it brief.
259 po.
Okay. We recognize the Honorable Laila De Lima to provide a summation of the Malia impeachment complaint.
Thank you, Madam
39
Chair.
po yung tool natin.
My presentation will be accompanied by a PowerPoint presentation.
40 meters.
I know that excited na po lahat sa botohan at maski yung publiko, the viewing public, excited na rin, but we feel that it's important to give a summation para
Opo,
lalong
ingat po,
mag-guide
God bless po.
ang mga miyembro nitong committee. Ano nga ba ang probable cause? Philippine jurisprudence defines probable cause, quote, from a case, as such facts as are sufficient to engender a well-founded belief that a crime has been committed and the respondent is probably guilty thereof and should be held for trial. Nandun po yung kaso sa PowerPoint. Also, another case, it says, the term does not mean actual and positive cause,
Paalam po.
nor does it import
Na-drop na lang po
absolute
natin.
certainty.